Good morning, Black and White Nation. How is everybody doing today? What's going on, Rhodes?
Hey, man, how are you doing? I wondered what was happening. There was like this big pause. I was like, did something break and I don't know it?
No, I was trying to get my I don't know what's been going on with the studio on the window in my Mac, but it goes blank. I have to keep reloading and reloading and reloading it. I don't know.
You love your Mac, though. You're a big Mac
Oh, yeah,
guy.
this thing is powerful, man. This M1 MacBook Pro, man, it is killer. Trust me. So
the only thing I will say is, and look, I'm a PC guy. I was an IT guy. But it seems like for whatever reason, it just seems like there's a shelf life on these laptops because I had a badass Toshiba. It was very fast for like the first maybe 18 months. And then I've got this, I bought this Acer Predator gaming machine. I mean, and it was ultra fast for like 18 months. And now it's gotten slow like the last one. And it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why that's a thing, but it just seems to happen. Good morning, B-Dub Nation. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah. My MacBook Pro here has not gotten slower. Of course, I have more stuff on it than when I first got it. But this thing is killer, man. It's killer. I heard that the M2 MacBooks, they say it's not even really worth the upgrade. So I didn't even do it. So
So how does that work? Do you have like a 16 gigs of RAM or
yeah. I have 16 gigs now. You may be thinking 16 gigs, probably not a lot, for content creators, but the M1 chip makes this thing like, I don't know, 100 gigabytes of RAM or something like that. I mean, it's super fast. I can export a video in, a typical 8-minute video, 1080p in minutes. Exported. And when I upload to YouTube, it's super fast.
For you?
2-3 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Now, mine was close to that fast when I first bought it. I've got 32 gigs of RAM and like 512 SSD.
Yeah.
I mean, I can kick in when I go to export, boom, I kick in 2 more fans and it speeds up, but now that's gotten slower. Now,
honestly,
like
if I had PC, I would get 64 gigs.
Now, this is like state of the art gaming machine, which is gaming is very taxing. But it was ultra quick. But like I said, standard operating procedure after 18 months, the machine has just gotten slow. Even if I clean it out, I get rid of all my audio files, all my video files, and get the hard drive space back up, the RAM, free it up, and it gets fast maybe for 7 to 10 days, and then it starts bogging down again.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. One problem I'm actually having, though, I don't know what it is. I have a cam link for when I stream. I don't know if something's wrong with that thing, but I noticed I've been freezing up doing these streams. And it happens on Sports Wars when I'm a guest too. I don't know what's going on with the cam link. I may have to find something else. I'll just completely freeze up for a second and then come back in. It's very annoying. So
yeah.
But let's go ahead and acknowledge the chat here. We got 21 people watching over here on Rumble. Bart1979 says, "Get to the chopper." Rhodes is here, Dragon Smoke 90 is here, and Patriot 4165. Shout out to the people also watching on Twitter. We don't know who you are, so
but we know somebody's there.
Somebody's there. So who do we got on the YouTube side, Rhodes?
I got Forrest, Joe Bob Purdue, Bella Mama, Toy Mafia, Johnny Blaze, Randall Wilson, he's in here trolling, Arthur Morgan, Arthur Callahan. I've got Goodnight Munchie. I've got Mick Walsh, Nolan Riley, Osmora199, the lovely Mrs. Rance, who is off-site right now, Connor Akers, Miss McGee, Charles Powell 33, Mike Dawson, Randall Alfrick, Paula Santos, 7JC Diva, That Daisy, Anna Vasquez, McKinney Draws, Goldbud, Omar Smith, Angel Knight, Big Spag Dog Productions, Rob Yee, Thedford, Joseph Wooten, Angel Knight, Ismael Ruiz, and that is it. Forrest starts a new job today. Good luck, Forrest.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smash the thumbs up button, guys, if you do not mind. If you're watching for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. If you're listening on the podcast, on Spotify, Apple, wherever, make sure you hit that follow button so you can actually follow us. And you guys can support us on Locals. Member stream is every Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Just $5 on Locals can get you access to that. Also become a channel member here on Black and White Network YouTube channel. You get access to the stream as well. Memberships at blackandwhitenetwork.com. The silver tier gets you on the panel on Fridays. So it's pretty fun on Fridays when we do the member stream.
Yesterday was a really good stream, I thought.
Yeah, it was a
Didn't
really
you?
good stream, and I believe that's going to be the format going forward. You know, no topics, you know, just interacting with the chat with you guys in the comments section, you know, whether you send super chats or not, you know, just kind of engage with you guys on these streams. But go ahead, Rhodes, what are you going to say?
We would love to have a world where you guys just drive this whole show.
Yeah.
You guys just drive it. You fire off, and you know, if I may have to pull up the topic if we haven't heard about it yet, but we'll do that. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
This is y'all's. By the way, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to just tell them, and by the way, super chats are welcome.
Yeah. And today's stream is going to be a tad bit different. It is a topic because Rhodes
Rather
called me
interesting.
yesterday. Yeah, interesting here. Interesting. Rhodes had called me about that. And we'll explain everything here in a minute. Let's just get all these formalities out of the way here before we dive into everything. So,
okay. So, guys, maybe 6 weeks ago or so, we had a Democrat.
No, it wasn't even that long ago. More like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, has it been that quick?
Yeah, because the video I put up was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a Democrat that brave and stunningly went over to the Republican Party in Georgia, okay?
And by the way, guys, Rhodes knows a whole lot more about the backstory of this than I do.
Yeah, because she emailed me. It was state representative in Georgia, Misha Maynard. Now, you guys have probably seen her around. She's been on some conservative outlets since she made the transition, and she came out very hardcore in support of parents' rights. You know, she's taken a stand against crime, and she got raked through the coals by some Democrats out there, as you can expect.
A lot of Democrats.
A lot of Democrats. You know, that's the way that party is. You know, if you shift narrative, if you move away, they're going to start throwing a fit. So she emailed me. She did, and we had a little back and forth. And the moral to the story is, I initially thought it was a video I did because she emailed me, but my email's tied to the account on Black and White Network. So she emailed me about a video. We did, I think, 2 videos on her transition.
Yeah, you did one, and then I did a video where she was getting all of these racist emails.
Correct. And somebody from one of the Democrat sides reached out to her. I believe it, and I'm trying not to get too specific, but a family member of the other side reached out, of the Democrat, and said, look, he didn't actually make these comments. He was hacked. And I was like, hacked? Okay. That seems unusual, but all right. And she issued an apology to him on her official Twitter page and said he didn't make this comment. Now, they're there is an investigation.
They're investigating.
She's saying law enforcement is involved. If I'm to gather, evidently this Democrat got a lot of pushback. A lot.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And he got so much pushback. Here's my issue. It says in there that somebody got a hold of his phone, but it seems that it may have been somebody that he knows. Where I tend to have the issue in all this is the problem is, number one, when a lot of people start getting pushback, and look, I've gotten death threats. More than a few. When I was making those videos on the black, what was it? The black militia with Grandmaster Bass.
Oh, yeah.
Grandmaster X or whatever, Bassmaster B.
Yeah, in 2020.
Whatever that guy was, I got death threats like, I mean, I had them, we're going to shoot your East Texas ass just like we shot that cop in Dallas. I mean, shit got pretty specific. Now, I'm going to be honest, I didn't notify law enforcement because, look, it's the cost of doing business. If you're in the spotlight, if you put yourself out there, you're going to get threats.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just the way
all you
it
got to
is.
do is read the comments on our videos, especially on the sports channel. It's nothing new. You know?
Nothing new. It's every day.
That is what you signed up for when you decide to put yourself on the internet.
Number one, I knew one thing between both videos, and I'm going to be honest, John, I haven't watched your video. I didn't know if you wanted to watch it right here on this stream. If you wanted to bring it up and play it. But I figured a couple of things happened, and I'm just making an assumption. Number one, John used a Ku Klux Klan member in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Because I put, it was Misha Maynard. No, let me just, never mind. It's Misha Maynard in there, and I have a Klan hood in there also because all these Democrats were sending a whole bunch of racist stuff towards her. Now, here's the thing. She only said it was that one guy that said he was hat. All the rest of them, fair game. Just throwing it out there. And it was some horrific shit that was being said towards her.
Well, and, you know, our thing was we got to look, and your video got 10,000 views. That's pretty good for this channel.
Yeah.
But the Free Beacon wrote a story on it. The Daily Wire covered it.
Local news is everywhere covering it.
Local news. And so, of course, the next step was, well, number one, why is it our video that seems to be the issue here when everybody else has covered this?
Especially, why now?
Right. And especially the Daily Wire, you know, their reach is 20 times what our reach is.
1,000 times more.
maybe 100 times more, maybe 1,000 times more. But it's, in other words, if Ben Shapiro put up the same video, he'd probably get 300,000 views on it. You know, that's the difference here, right? And it was like, and she says they're still investigating it. But I'm going to say something here. And look, this is purely speculation, but I'm going to say something. If said Democrat started getting blowback, okay, and I don't know if there was a threat. We don't even know. Was there a threat made or just quote-unquote shitty comments made? Well, shitty comments is unfortunately part of the gig, I would assume. It is for us. That's every day. Yeah. And number two, if it was somebody that you knew that got your phone, well, I'm going to be honest. How am I to know you didn't tell him what to put in there?
You know what, Rhodes? I'm glad you brought that up, man. I'm glad you brought this up. I mean, I have my S22 Ultra right here, okay? Nobody can just get into my phone. I actually have fingerprint scanner to actually get access. You have a pin or something on yours? Everybody does. So his phone was hacked. I don't know anybody that doesn't use a pin or something on their phone. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but the thing is, we have heard this excuse before, right? Oh, I got hacked.
Yeah. And look, I'm sorry, but Democrats put themselves in this position. When we start hearing you got hacked and all that, I'm not going to lie. There's an eye roll that comes with that at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he may be absolutely telling 100% of the truth, but there is a lot of skepticism now in the political climate that we are in now. I'm sorry. I don't believe a lot of what Democrats have to say now. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very skeptical.
Here's another thing too. The video I put out was on July 16th, over 2 weeks ago. You want to know how many views that video has gotten in the last 2 days? Like 23 views.
Nobody's watching it now.
Nobody's watching the video.
Yeah.
And that's normal. You know, you get most of your views on the video normally like in the first, I would say, day, 2 days.
Yeah.
And then it dies off, especially on the network channel. It doesn't have the reach of the sports channel because we got a sports video that is still going nuts right now from 4 days ago, you know? But were they trying to say that probably the video was getting them death threats? I highly doubt that.
That's kind of the way it felt like the insinuation was going. But I don't know if law enforcement got involved. I assume there was something said. The one thing I know for 110% fact, neither you nor me would ever incite anybody to go do anything to anybody in any video. We know that for a fact.
Then at that, YouTube would have took down the video.
That's right. It's monetized.
That video is fully monetized on YouTube.
It's monetized and within YouTube's guidelines. By now, there would have been a manual hit on it. By now, they would have manually hit it and said it's against policy. Well, they didn't do that.
No.
They didn't do that. Somebody didn't come through and watch that video and determine it was good and went on with life.
Right.
And I'm willing to bet you weren't the only one that made a video on it. Why ours was singled out, my gut feeling, and this is just gut, I'm speculating, my gut feeling is because of that Ku Klux Klan member in that thumbnail pissed somebody off
Rhodes,
that saw that.
Rhodes.
They got pissed and said, this is what did it. This is what did it. Really?
Rhodes.
Are you sure about that?
Based on all of the racist stuff in there. And newsflash, it was Democrats that founded the Klan. That's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's a fact.
It
was
a
all Democrats.
Fact.
It was all Democrats.
Look, they love to play revisionist history on that one dirty little fact, but that's a fact.
Nathan Bedford Forrest was a Democrat. Tennessee, Democrat. It's a fact.
You know? I do want to say one thing. Misha Maynard was very nice, very sweet. She did say she'll come on this channel and talk to us on a live stream, on an interview, whatever we want to do.
I would like to do that.
And I think we should. I think she deserves, a further platform because look, we've talked about this too. We know, I've from a couple of my friends that have told me, again, for a black person to come out as Republican. I've had two of my black friends say this. I would rather come out as gay. I would rather come out as gay because my family is going to destroy me. So she's taken a lot of shit. I promise.
Yeah, she is.
She is absolutely taking a lot of crap, without a doubt, which is totally unjust. You literally you made some common sense decisions, to say, hey, we don't want crime and we think parents should have rights to what their kids are being taught in school, yada, 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 and be involved in their education. Well, there was a time when that wouldn't have been a partisan issue.
Yeah.
That would have been a bipartisan. Everybody would have agreed on it.
And let's be real here, okay? I don't know how much she actually disagrees with Democrats overall. We know when it came to school, she did. And I don't know much about her, but she may actually agree with 80% of what Democrats are saying. I don't know, okay? But we know when it comes to Democrats, if you deviate 1% away from them, you're done.
Trap door canceled.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Done.
And you're gonna and you're gonna start hearing it. You're gonna start taking it. So
yeah,
that's
it's not like that on the right, really. I mean, Mitt Romney still is in the Senate, and if he runs again, maybe he'll end up, winning again. I mean, but he didn't go full Liz Cheney, though. I mean, Liz Cheney destroyed her own career.
Yeah, and I called John and I said, what do you want to do? Because the one thing me and John don't do, look, we run this gig together, but we never creatively try to get in the way of each other. If we did, it would be a dumpster fire. He shoots what he wants to shoot, I shoot what I want to shoot, and we do not tell each other what to produce or whatever. We got creative freedom, and that's why this works. So I'm not going to call John and be like, you need to take your video down. No, that's not going to happen. It's his video. He shot it. If he wants it to stay up forever, he's got the right to do that.
Now, we have done this, though, so I want to be honest about this here. When the whole Brittany Griner thing was happening, Greg actually called me and said, hey, they gave Alex Stein a strike for the Brittany Griner thing, and then our videos were already out for like days, and we know how YouTube is. They start striking one, they'll strike another one. So we deleted some on the sports channel because one thing is we can't jeopardize the whole entire channel. So we deleted those videos. There was nothing wrong with them, but like I said, we did that video on Matt Walsh. Remember we actually talking about Matt Walsh getting banned from YouTube? What happened to us? We got a channel strike, days later?
We do want the health of the channel to be the top priority. And John knows if he calls me and Alex Stein / Brittany Griner videos are getting nailed, he knows my response is going to be, yank them bitches down. I mean, we just know usually in a situation, yank them down. If we know for a fact they're striking channels over it, yank them down. But
it was striking channels, and then we got a channel strike, and it wasn't even really related to. It wasn't related to. It was a trans video, but it wasn't Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah. But no, I mean we're just creatively speaking, we're just not. I like to. We even shoot videos a different way. I think John sometimes can, and I wish I had this. It's a struggle for me to just shoot a video on any damn subject. I feel like I got to have a connection to something. Like I just shot a Deshaun Watson video. Well, I'm big on the NFL. I know the case inside and out. All this kind of thing, right? I'm familiar with the conduct policies.
I probably could have shot the Aaron Rodgers video on Sunday when you were off, but I was like, nah, that is a perfect video for Rhodes right there because he has crushed it on the Russell Wilson videos over there. So he knows what he's doing on those better than me.
Yeah, I mean, not to brag, but do I feel like I could have an NFL show? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I know the league that well. I mean, I've been following it inside and out. I consume all these ancillary sources continuously. So it's like,
like you watch Florio way more than I do. I don't even watch Florio. So you have the inside on what's actually going on around the league more because Florio's an insider.
Florio's a side note too. But, he's just one of many. Tom Kernan, Patriots Talk, WEEI Radio, Patriots. Florio, Chris Sims, Mike Lombardi has been excellent. Middlecoff and Haberman, shout out to you guys. Covering the Niners. I mean, all these guys that are going to training camp, they're actually standing there watching Trey Lance throw ducks. Okay, literally watching Trey Lance not be able to complete a pass, And it's just not those guys either. Mike Garafolo and Tom Pelissero and all them guys are excellent at their job. But, yeah, I mean, you get the point. I would love to do a wrestling show.
You talked about the wrestling channel.
I just don't know how many people would watch. And where am I going to get the time?
And honestly,
My
man,
God.
Honestly, we don't need any more channels.
No, I ain't got the time. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I would love to. I would love to.
It was actually pretty easy when the sports channel just blew up. Because Black and White Network channel didn't even exist at that time. Black and White Sports 2 didn't exist. What was Black and White Sports 2? That was like an old channel that you
Black
just
and
had.
Black and White Entertainment. Wasn't it that? Or before even that?
No. Black and White Entertainment was Black and White Network.
It was my old eBay channel on the Rhodes.
Yeah,
again.
that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I did eBay YouTube for a long time because I was a flipper. And that actually got some views. That people don't realize YouTube's got all these communities, just like there's the Fandom Menace and just like there's, Black and White Nation. Well, eBay has got an entire flipper community that's like, 50 creators deep, and they do live streams, and 1,000 people will show up to these live streams. I still would love to steal their number one show in that community, which is the 6-pack, the Sunday 6-pack they call it, and it's where 6 creators all get on the same stream and talk shop and drink beer. That's what they do, and 1,500 people watch.
Yep. Now, as far as my video that I put up, it's still up. It ain't coming down. Unless YouTube says it's coming down, it ain't coming down. Okay? I put out the video at that time because at that time, and you know what? Information does change over time, but nobody's going to go back and take down their videos and, especially videos from weeks ago. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody has the time for that either. At that time, that was the information that we had, that was out there, that was given. It was public. Fair game.
Let me ask you a question. If you were in her position, would you have even put an apology up on your Twitter?
Wasn't she friends with the guy or something?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they all know each other because they probably work out of the same office kind of thing,
But the thing is, though, man, I mean, it's an ongoing investigation. I'm kind of skeptical, just like you. I don't know. I don't even know this guy's name. I don't even know his name.
I do, but I'm not gonna throw it out there right now. But
yeah,
you get the point. I mean,
it was public information, and everybody else has the same thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, not only that, but
now if they actually link to the tweet, they're not going to find it because she deleted that one tweet. But you got to remember, man, this is the internet game, man. The internet is forever.
Well, look at this. Look, you and I could sit down and produce a video apologizing to this guy on bended knee. You know what would happen? No, I'm saying, you know what would happen? Nobody's watching that shit.
Nobody's
watching it.
And then we would lose a lot of credibility. We're not going to apologize to anybody. And, why should we even apologize? We didn't do anything wrong. I mean, it was out there,
The information, we went with what we had.
Yeah.
I mean, it information evolves over time all the time. You know what happens? All these websites don't go back and issue we've seen that from the mainstream media.
The mainstream media is still saying that Russia colluded with Trump, and Russia colluded, even though the investigation said no, it was fake.
Right.
It was made up. So, let's get to a couple of these super chats that came in. We appreciate the donations. Forrest, $2. Pat McAfee already apologized already. I heard he kind of did. I don't know what he exactly put out, though. Do you know what McAfee said? I really don't know.
I still don't know exactly. I think I saw kind of what he said, but...
Well, he said he was making fun of the Michigan State jerseys because the alternate jerseys look horrible. They look terrible, man.
Really bad. Yeah,
and he said that Larry Nassar was in on that design. That's what it was. I thought it was a pretty funny tweet, if you ask me. But
oh shit! So ESPN's already raising their snakish head, telling him he's got to bend the knee.
I don't know.
For some crack he made.
Thing is, I don't think he's under contract yet with ESPN. His show doesn't start until like another month or so, right?
Oh, God.
I don't know. But thank you. Go ahead.
Well, it just goes to show you, once again, we're not offended by everything.
Yeah.
For crying out loud.
Yeah. Thanks for that super chat. We got Yogi Fish, $5. Are you guys related? You guys are the greatest. Man, don't we look alike? Don't I look Irish?
Yep. Yeah, he looks Irish to me. You know.
Yeah. Black Irish.
Yeah.
Black Irish, like Red from Shawshank. Thanks for that super chat.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
Yep. There we go.
Hey, what's your thoughts about the Redskins coming back?
Man, that'd be great, man. That'd be great. But remember, when it came down to the Redskins, it was the sponsors saying, "Hey, we're gonna pull out unless you change the name." But the whole thing with the Washington football team, the Washington Commanders, nobody likes those names.
They're
actually
awful.
The Washington football team sounded better than the Commanders,
without a doubt. It's not even close.
And Washington football team's not a good name.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks like because even when you look at their uniforms, it looks like, yeah, you got the Redskins colors, but you don't really have the mascot. Bring back the Redskins. And what's even more insulting is that Dan Snyder didn't even think about, you know what? I believe they would have got less backlash if they actually went out there and became like the Washington, some Indian tribe name. I think that people probably would have been more accepting of that right there. Keep it Native American, but they didn't do that.
Look, I said, look, you got to take a page out of the Seminoles and the Braves.
Yeah.
Find a tribe that co-signs you using the nickname and fully embrace it. Like the Seminoles.
Yeah.
They come riding out. It's one of the greatest introductions of a home game in college football. They come riding out. Boom, drop the spear right there on the horse.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. And the Seminoles love Florida State. The tribe loves that school.
Yes. They have a great relationship with the Seminole tribe. But you know who's actually offended by them and the Braves? White liberals.
Yeah,
White liberals are the ones that are dictating all this. White liberals are the reason why Aunt Jemima's gone. White liberals are the reason why Uncle Ben's is gone. What was wrong with Uncle Ben's? A black guy looking sophisticated. I believe he had the bow tie or something, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So black representation gone. Indian representation gone. No Cleveland Indians anymore.
Dude, if you have not seen it, I was making a Dave Chappelle video a couple weeks ago, and I typed Dave Chappelle into YouTube, and he was on Saturday Night Live a couple of years ago, right after they canceled Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima, and they did a skit where they were the characters.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. It's some of the funniest shit. Dude, Dave Chappelle lost it during the skit. He couldn't keep it together. He played Dennis Hasbert's All-State guy.
Oh, Hunter Batista, Land O'Lakes lady. Yep, Mia. I did a video on Mia. Can't have any Native American representation, no black representation. But hey, Little Debbie's is okay, right? Nobody's going after Little Debbie's.
Is this accurate?
What?
I heard the governor of Illinois passed a law to make it illegal to become police. There's no, surely to God.
I would not be surprised.
It wouldn't shock me. I mean, surely to God not, but it would not shock me. My God.
And I'm willing to believe that.
Oh.
Even though they can't get employed because they're not here legally.
I'm going to look. I'm going to see what I can find.
Cream of wheat, man. You're right about that.
Sweet mother. What?
It's real?
Oh, you have got to be, to quote Neil Madonna in The Hitcher, you have got to be five-finger effing me, right? Look at this headline. New bill would allow migrants to serve as law enforcement, pending Pritzker's approval.
Let's correct that. New bill would allow illegal aliens.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Non-U.S. citizens may be able to become police officers.
Illegal aliens.
Illegal aliens to become police officers pending Governor Pritzker's, God, he's worthless as tits on a burr hog, approval. Federal law only allows U.S. citizens to serve as officers and deputy, but this bill passed the Illinois House and Senate, and we could soon see work-eligible immigrants become
illegal
part of
aliens.
law. Illegal aliens, yep. In 2021, the federal government passed a bill that would allow some undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens, to become healthcare workers and military members.
What?
God damn.
You know what? When I was in the Navy, you actually do have foreigners actually in the U.S. military, but they're here legally. That was like three guys like from Africa on my ship. They're pretty cool guys too.
Dude, I mean,
but
I
they were
thought
here
it had to-
legally. They were legal. They were legal immigrants.
I was like, surely this is going to be the Babylon Bee when I pull this up and it says CPS there. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Wow. Oh, God. Send them straight to Chicago.
My goodness.
Wow.
It's driving through Chicago and a legal alien is going to give you a ticket for going 2 miles over the speed limit.
We're losing cabin pressure, folks. We really are.
Yeah, definitely. Another super chat here. Nick talks entertainment for $4.99. Do you guys see Auburn's recruiting from the transfer portal? Hugh Freeze making moves. Keep up the good work, guys. Have you heard about that?
No, I have not, but it does not shock me. It doesn't. Look, Hugh Freeze pisses everybody off. Dude can coach. Dude can recruit. I mean, provided he doesn't get himself in trouble yet again, they're going to win games with him. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I'm not the biggest fan in the world, but they're going to win ball games. And he's going to recruit. And he's going to get talent. And so, no, it doesn't shock me at all.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that super chat.
I shouldn't. Do it.
Oh, man.
Oh, appreciate it, your worshipfulness. Yeah.
Thanks, Iron Man.
He's always like, eventually you guys might earn a like on this stream if I deem it to be so. I love Iron Man. He's always clowning in the chat.
Hey, speaking of Redskins, Patriot 4165 on Rumble says could just go with the Skins. Who could have been offended? Oh, they would have. The Wolves would have still been offended because the Redskins were already being called the Skins anyway.
Dude, I mean, that opens up all kinds of Washington foreskin jokes. I mean, it just... I think those jokes might have been happening. Even Cowboys fans might have already been making those. I'm fairly certain over the years. Dude, think about that, though. Redskins come back. How great would Redskins Cowboys be on Thanksgiving?
It'd be great, man. It would be great.
Is that 50
Have the
million views? That's
yeah.
50, yeah.
I mean, because, man, I'm a lifelong Cowboys fan. When I hear, oh, the Commanders are playing the Cowboys, it doesn't have the same ring as the Washington Redskins and Dallas Cowboys. I've said this before. When you look back at the history of Joe Gibbs, I imagine him wearing that big R on his cap. He never coached the Commanders. He coached and won 3 Super Bowls with the Washington Redskins. And you can never change that. Darryl Green, the great Darryl Green, was a Washington Redskin. Art Monk, Washington Redskin.
Joe Theismann
got his leg snapped on Lawrence Taylor. Bring the stretcher. Washington Redskins.
Hogs. John Riggins.
Yep.
The list goes on.
Redskins
and on.
had a bunch of damn great players.
Oh, dude,
man.
the Redskins were absolutely, I said it in my video, they were a national brand, no doubt, in the NFL. My best friend I grew up with from Big Sandy, lifelong Redskins fan. Lifelong. He hates this commander shit with a passion unseen in mankind. He hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is and honestly, it shocked me this hadn't happened. It shocked me they haven't come for the Cowboys name.
Yeah.
It really and truly, that's surprising they haven't tried it.
Oh, that'll never happen. Jerry Jones, man. I mean, Jerry Jones is like one of the only NFL owners that actually fought back against kneeling. Vocal about it.
Yep.
He has never changed his mind.
Cut a dude over it.
Well,
and called him a fat ass on the way out the door.
he really got cut because he was fat and out of shape.
Well, that's what Jerry said.
Trust me. Who was
People
it?
Kind of knew better.
What was the player? What was his name, man?
He got. It was Dontari Poe.
Dontari Poe. Yeah.
Yeah.
His ass knelt for like 2 straight games, but he didn't do himself any favors because he was fat and out of shape. He wasn't good, and Jerry just Thanos snapped his ass. Get out of here.
It was funny because it was almost like, you know how Jerry will look at the camera and smile? It was almost like I fired him for being fat. You know?
I mean, he was the only guy. He's been the only guy in 3 years to kneel. The only guy. All the rest of the Cowboys play. You can say what you want about the Cowboys. Oh, they ain't winning nothing. But those Dallas Cowboys players respected the country. They weren't going out there. They weren't even making political statements on the side. They would just come out and say, hey, we're united as a team. And that was it. So, man, what happened to Rhodes? Man, just out of nowhere, man. He just like disappeared. What the hell happened?
I got a trap door button on my mouse I keep forgetting about. If I hit the right mouse button, it pops me out of the stream.
Oh.
I guess it's like a internet browser back button, which I never actually use. I accidentally hit it. Yeah. Dontari Poe was good with the Chiefs, but he sucked with the Cowboys.
No, he sucked with the Cowboys.
Sean Taylor. We didn't mention Sean Taylor in the Redskins.
Yep. Died way too young, man. He could have been he could have been an all-time great.
He was good.
All-time. You know what, man? I always wonder, man. Some players, man, they're just so. Like I've said it before, man. J.J. Watt was otherworldly, and those injuries, and he's already a top 12 defensive player of all time. J.J. Watt was electric to watch. And it's sad, man, what happened to his body. The injuries just came in. And you know what? People, I guess, focus so much on his injuries. J.J. Watt was really damn good last season. He had 13 sacks in his last season. But that dude was what did he have, like 3 straight 20-sack seasons or something? He was out of his world.
Yeah, and he was sneaky good with the Cardinals. Yeah, he was. You're right.
Yeah.
I think he could have played another year or two, but I think he just
he could have, but
he had a baby and
yeah. It was he had a great season to go out on.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
there's no guarantee he would have been able to continue to play at that level.
Yeah, we can't forget about Dexter Cocaine Manley. We can't forget about him.
Somebody brought somebody else up too. Champ Bailey.
Yep. Cocaine. It's a hell of a drug. At least that's what Rick James said.
Yep. I wouldn't know. Man, I don't see how people do that, man. I wouldn't want to sniff anything up my nose. You know, when I'm in the shower.
Sounds like the worst thing ever.
I tell you this, man. When I'm in the shower, I like raise my head up and like water get in my nose. That shit don't feel good, man. I don't like that.
I just can't imagine. I just look at that powder. I think I'll sniff that up my nose.
Yeah.
What? Is this the Wrath of Khan? Are you looking to do something that awful to yourself? I mean, that literally gives me the same feeling as that. What was it? A whirly worm thing that they put in, that Khan put in that guy's ear in the Wrath of Khan. You remember that?
Yeah.
That scene? It was like, oh, I still think about that, and my skin crawls off and tries to hide. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I don't like needles either. So, you know what? If anything, I guess I'll be a smoker if I was doing illegal substances. But stay off drugs, kids. Stay off drugs.
Man, I still struggle, John. I do. I miss it every day. I think it drives Melissa crazy look, I kind of got lucky.
Oh,
Her
yeah, I
health
forgot.
issues
Rhodes, how long have you not smoked? It's been like 7 months?
Since September 2022. So we're coming up
I know
on a
it's
year.
somewhere around there. Because you and Melissa smoked together, right?
Yeah. Yep. And look, I like this. 2 to 3 different teams in every state should have Native American names. I wouldn't hate that, to be honest with you.
What's that?
I said I wouldn't hate that. If you had a couple of teams in every state that honored Native Americans in some way, I wouldn't hate that. I'm a big fan of the Old West anyway. I'm a big Western fan, and so I find that stuff very interesting. White Castle burgers, are they racist? Go.
White Castle burger. You know what? We don't actually have a White Castle out here, but you can get them in the grocery store. They don't have the pickles on them, but I tried them, and White Castle, they're not bad. They're not the best either. We have a what's that burger place called? It's pretty good. Burger place, there's Whataburger, there's Wendy's.
I still love a good Whataburger.
I know.
Double meat, bacon, cheese. Oh God.
No, not double meat, man.
That
not
sounds good.
Those Whataburgers are so damn big, man. Double meat is really
I go
huge.
double meat. I do it. Yeah, I do it. Do it. Yeah.
Forrest sends $2. Mark Wahlberg making another movie, Elite or Scared. What movie is he making? I mean, he's makes a lot of movies. So we were just talking about Boogie Nights yesterday on the stream. So what movie is he making? I know he's anti-Hollywood though.
Yeah, he bailed out of there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me look.
While Rhodes is looking for that, thanks for the super chat.
If I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
I think that's the first time I played that one, huh?
It is today. Yeah, I like. It's still my favorite. You know, I love Rocky.
I love
IV is
Rocky
so
IV,
good,
man. Yep.
I'm looking. Oh, he's going to be in a TV miniseries. What?
Okay.
Wait. Maybe is it already out? It's called The Golden. Oh, he's going to be in the Oscar De La Hoya documentary.
Okay.
I bet he produced it.
And Forrest says Doc Rich mentioned it. I like Doc Rich's channel, man. That's a good channel.
He is in pre-production on The $6 Billion Man. Wow. The Roman, I don't know what that's about. Some untitled basketball project. The Family Plan, he's a producer on that.
Okay.
Does it not give us any upcoming on actual actor roles here? Anybody, anywhere? IMDb, do something, go. The Flight Risk, Arthur the King, Our Man from Jersey, The Family Plan, A Man from Jersey. I don't.
Man from Jersey.
Yeah. Wow, that's got a cast from hell in it. Halle Berry, J.K. Simmons, Jackie Earl Haley. Shit, yeah, I'm down. That sounds good.
Interesting.
Flight Risk. Let me look. Flight Risk. God, F you, Verizon. Popping up on my screen. Oh, he plays a pilot? He's going to play a pilot. Oh, dude. He's playing an air marshal transporting a fugitive across Alaska. Do you know who is directing that, dude?
Who?
Mel Gibson. I am
Ooh.
down. Oh, yeah. That will be badass. That will
Hey,
be
Mel
badass.
Gibson, man, when you gonna start filming The Passion of the Christ 2, man? I mean, Jim Caviezel said it's maybe so epic it's gonna get split into 2 movies.
Passion of the Christ 2. Christ harder.
Oh man, can you imagine what they're gonna be saying about that movie whenever it comes out? The mainstream media?
They'll lose their ever-loving minds, man.
They were already trying to call the first one anti-Semitic, and that movie crushed it at the box office.
So the question
Mel-
is Mel Gibson going to be the fugitive in that movie? Do you know how
don't know.
awesome that would be
I
if
don't
that
know.
happened?
I don't know.
Oh.
Man, you know what? I don't think
He's still
Mel
a great
Gibson has
actor.
had it. I don't think he's made a bad movie he's directed.
Has
you
he
think
made
of-
many bad movies, period? That
No,
you can
no.
think of right offhand?
Like, he hadn't directed a whole bunch. Like, he directed Braveheart. Braveheart, all-timer.
Like Get the Gringo was good. Have you seen that? Get the Gringo? That's good.
No, I
That
haven't
he
seen that.
starred in.
I can tell you one of my favorites, though, man. It's not going to be in his list of, like, top movies ever, but I love this movie. Payback. I love that movie, man.
It's a good
That's
flick.
a great movie,
Really
man.
good flick, yeah.
It came out in, I think, 1999. Apocalypto was even good, too. Passion of the Christ is probably my favorite, man. That movie was just, it's like everybody already knows the story of Jesus, but that movie there, when you watch it, especially the scourging scene, wow. I mean, there was so many people in the movie theater like with tears in their eyes watching it. We Were Soldiers, that's a good one too.
It's a great one. It's a great one. Yeah.
One movie I need to see is The Patriot. I have not seen The Patriot yet. I need to see that.
Patriot 4165 says Whataburgers need to be double meat, triple cheese
Ugh.
with jalapenos.
I love cheese on my burger, but I don't like too much cheese. Like usually if I have a 2-burger patty, I only want 1 slice of cheese. That's perfect right there.
You're crazy in hell. I want as much cheese on a burger as I can get.
Man, people bringing up Mad Max also. Yep.
Road Warrior. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mad
both
Max
of
Beyond
them,
Thunderdome.
Beyond Thunderdome. I mean, hell. Yeah, absolutely. Even all the really bad, even the 4th Lethal Weapon, which wasn't great but was still good. Is that the one with Chris Rock and Jet Li? I think
Wasn't that in 19? That was wasn't that the 3rd one?
Yeah, Braveheart. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. I mean, dude. Yes, man. I love Signs. I love Signs.
That's a good
Yeah.
movie. Not a great movie, but it's good.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yep, Joe Bob. Tina Turner was in Thunderdome, man. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. Yeah, Mel Gibson's had a lot of great movies.
Was it 2 man enters, 1 man leaves? Is that what it was?
2 man enter, 1 man leave.
Leaves. Yeah.
You had a Master Blaster. Master was Was Master the little one, and Blaster was the big one, right? I think so.
Yeah. And I
It's
just
been a while
remember
since
that
I've seen it.
thing they used to swing around on.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some people they're saying Tina Turner was a thirst trap back in the day. I can't dispute that. There were times when she looked real good.
Oh, Tina Turner was nice back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
She actually aged pretty damn well too.
She
to be
did.
honest with you.
She looked good in the 80s. She looked good in the 80s, man. Raquel Welch is another one. When she died, she was, 81? Raquel Welch in her 70s, man, she still had it.
Man, Raquel Welch she was something. Jesus. Yeah. That was a total hottie.
Something about those Latina women, man.
She was one of the original undisputed, and Margaret was very hot back in the day. Underrated hotness that a lot of people, older people, understand how hot Anne Margaret was back in the day. Yeah. She was pretty as shit. Jesus. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket, Darth Vader's voice. I'd like to see R. Lee Emery versus Darth Vader in a cage. Good luck. Go.
R. Lee would probably lose, but he's going to go out like a champ.
I was going to say, R. Lee from Texas Chainsaw Massacre versus Darth Vader in a cage. Go. You can sign me up. I'm here for that.
I would like to see R. Lee Emery is Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, and Darth Vader is in boot camp with him, and he's training him. That'll be fun if somebody actually made a parody of that. But we'll never get it because R. Lee, he's passed away, unfortunately. Yep. Oh, boy. Oh, you know, R. Lee became a movie star by mistake, right? You know that, huh?
No.
You know, actually, R. Lee, he was actually a gunnery sergeant in the Marines. He was a drill instructor. It was actually his job on Full Metal Jacket. He was an advisor on there to get the actors up to speed on like being Marines and stuff like that. But he was actually like a drill instructor to those guys. He was an asshole to him, trying to get him into shape. He was so damn good at it, they ended up giving him the role. That's how he became like a movie star. Because honestly, the best part of Full Metal Jacket is the boot camp scenes. That's the best parts.
Man, he was, just on a side note, underrated role for R. Lee. Fletch Lives back in the day as a televangelist.
Yeah. He was in Mississippi Burning,
So
too.
good.
He was the mayor.
He was in Seven. I mean,
Yeah.
Seven's a great movie. God, not enough
Yeah,
credit.
Seven
Seven's
is a
awesome.
really great movie.
Yeah.
Even though Kevin Spacey is a creep. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Rhodes?
No, that's what I was doing, was looking to see if we missed anything. We didn't miss any super chats, right? Nope.
No, we're all good on those super chats. So, yep, I think we're probably about done. Probably about done.
Iron Man would like to see us in a death cage match. Not sure how that would turn out.
Against each other?
A little boxing. I used to do a little boxing and kickboxing back in the day, so
Yeah, I never did it.
I guess, you know. I got into this Kempo karate back in the day.
Kempo karate?
Yeah, my buddy, I have a buddy that got big into martial arts, and I kind of learned by osmosis because we were around each other every day, and we got into this like speed training. You ever remember you remember Jeff Speakman, The Perfect Weapon?
Oh, yeah.
He did a movie called The Perfect. Well, anyway, it kind of was the rise of Kempo. That's what his style was.
Yeah,
And
Kempo
we got
came
in-
out from the 1960s. It was what's the guy's name that created Kempo karate? Can't remember his name off the top of my head.
We got into these speed training techniques where you learned how to throw a certain amount of of different various hits in a certain amount of time. Like, I think he trained up where he could do like 9. He got down to like 9 shots in 1 second. I got to like maybe 6 or 7 in 1 second. And learning all the blocking and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. If you want to be a lethal fighter, learn Jeet Kune Do and learn Chuck Norris's ninjutsu techniques. That together, man, would be a deadly combination. Because you know that it was actually Chuck Norris taught Bruce Lee how to kick. Because in Wing Chun, they don't really do a bunch of kicking. Because like in reality, in a fight, how much kicking are you actually going to do in a real fight?
Right.
So, what's John's impressions? We know Rhodes. What about impressions? I'm not very good at impressions.
I'm not either. I just know like Bill Clinton and that's it. Oh, and I evidently Sloth from the Goonies.
I don't have any impressions. Sorry.
Hey, you guys!
Yo, Adrian.
Oh,
I
man.
did it. That's not that good.
Get to the chopper.
Do it.
That's not terrible. I wasn't
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I could do
bad.
some Arnold impressions, but
Yeah.
Arnold, most people talk about my accent. And, when I go back to Austria, I don't have a good...
That's not terrible, actually. Just
Yeah.
work on it a little bit. That's not terrible, actually.
Danke. I even learned German.
I don't know. I think if you apply yourself a little bit, you'll get a little better at it. You know, I had Monica in the office. She was working on her craft just daily working on it.
That
was the best damn secretary I ever had.
When I lived in Lake Charles, there was a local Kia dealership. This is like in the 90s, and they would always have like a Bill Clinton impersonation. It's called JP Thibodeau Kia, and they would have a Bill Clinton impersonator do the voice, promoting the business.
Promoting cars, is that it?
Yeah.
I got this 2019 Kia Optima. Come right down here. Power windows, power brakes, power steering. Half off. Women drawers, half off. Yeah.
Joe Bob, Bill was better off than Monica. You're probably not wrong there.
Oh,
You're
without
probably
a
not wrong.
doubt. Without a doubt, Bill was. Yeah. God,
Monica
he's got it.
Man,
He's got to
Monica
be
looks-
miserable.
Man, Monica looks nice, man. Monica's like 48, 49. She looks nice, man.
She
Right now.
aged well. She
Man,
did.
she looks better now than she did back in the 90s. So, it's funny. She voted for Hillary. That's funny right there. She actually said she voted for Hillary.
Dude, I just cannot imagine. Can you imagine if you're Bill that you had to crawl in bed with Hillary Clinton? I mean, what was he think? I mean, and I've said before, I saw an interview with her, and I was shocked because she comes across as such a cold battle axe that hates all men.
She's evil, man.
And when she talked about Bill, all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, she just turned into a high schoolgirl with a crush. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no wonder she lets Bill just do whatever. She's ate up with him.
You notice,
I was like,
man,
he's like her. I was shocked. I
you
didn't know
notice that
was in her.
you really don't see Bill Clinton saying much at all anymore. But when he's there with Hillary, he looks like he's miserable in the background. He looks miserable. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has more fun with W. Bush and Obama in pictures. He looks miserable when he's with Hillary.
Wouldn't you be miserable if
yeah.
that was? I mean, think about that a minute. My wife doesn't need no cigars, if you know what I mean.
No.
Got the real deal right here, man. Cigars.
Oh, man.
damn cigar's not big.
That's kind of funny because he was the governor of Arkansas. He won Arkansas, and I don't think any Democrat has won Arkansas since then. And Bill Clinton is a liberal. He was actually the most. You guys got to remember when Bill Clinton was president, the Democrats got wiped out in the midterms because he was too liberal.
Hey, this
And
may
that
not be
was-
wrong.
What's that?
He sees what happens when somebody talks against his wife. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be another Epstein necktie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yikes.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Rhodes, or is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, this is another fun stream, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another morning show. We appreciate everybody. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channels, follow us on the podcast, and yep, that's it. Peace. We're out.
Till next time.